Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Snags it quickly on the left. Still running at the 40. He's loose on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it fly. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Cochran. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Michigan 14, USC 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Takes the easy completion. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Trojans!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the pass. Can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Still on his feet at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Wall. They've got the screen set up. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you've got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the line.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Extending the play. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't make the connection.
so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive,
Makes a grab for a big play. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
And they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Turning it on! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back, too.
That's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with the scoring drive. Wide open spaces. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw its Wall. Moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Good timing on the quick out.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Just plowing ahead. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs, it's Cochran. Got the first down and more. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark. And the Trojans want to move quickly. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Swings it out to his running back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking downfield, it's Wall. Now improvising. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He'll try to pop the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Knocked off his feet. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
USC 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here. There he goes! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Coming up, 4th down.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. New Mexico looked less like a pack of Lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking for a man, it's Wall. With the catch, it's Gore. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They'll try the run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line gets set, first down. From the gun. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive defensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfect. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cochran. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Change now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long here. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk punt.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Tackle is made at the 43. That's a first down for the offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. To the air, it's Wall. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. On the run, it's high. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
In the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. A first down run on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Whips it out to the back. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Second down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Thanks to grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Quick completion on the out route. Give him 6. Touchdown, Trojans!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Guys, I think we all expected this statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a